Yo, what's good, everybody? This is Sunny from EZZT Podcast, one of your guys' co-hosts. And I wanted to get on here today to let you guys know, if you guys are watching and you aren't subscribed yet, please make sure to hit the subscribe button. If you like what you're seeing, make sure to hit the like button. And even if you don't like what you're seeing, I don't mind. We don't mind over here. Hit the dislike button. Make sure to put on your post notifications so that whenever we do end up dropping a new episode, you guys are notified. But before we get into today's episode, I wanted to talk about something real quick, and I wanted to let you guys know as a disclaimer that we do get into a very touchy subject on the podcast, and none of us here on the podcast team, nor does our guest, condone any actions that we do speak about, nor do we support the actions of anybody who have committed the things that we're talking about. But yeah, it is a conversation to be had, and we feel like we left it in there because we wanted to shed light on a subject that there needs to be some light shed on it. So, yeah, I want to say thank you guys again and enjoy the video.
Yo, what's going on, everybody? We're back on another episode of Easy Talk Podcast.
Back on another episode of Easy Fucking Talk Podcast. Who do we have with us today, Eli?
Oh, man, this is like legendary right here.
This guy's fucking
some heat.
God, this guy not only has been I wouldn't call him a best friend. Like, this guy's family at this point. Like, we have known each other for...
So it's been, let me see. So I moved to San Bernardino, let me see. I think like 2009. So I think it's like we're going like
2009. Holy
so we're going on like
shit.
12 years.
Dude.
Yeah, 12 years.
And I just remember low cut. Well, you still got the low cut,
Yeah,
but I
so-
mean low cut. We were a little more chubbier back then. Whenever people see
yeah.
us, bro, we were hip to hip, bro. It was Chavez and Vara hip to hip, bro.
So I mean, you remember how you met, right?
I believe I remember how we met, but I know the story goes back to like Davidson. I know
Yeah,
it goes back
it's
to Davidson.
Davidson. It's Davidson.
We went to elementary school together and middle school together.
That fucking PSA.
And
bullshit.
also in middle school, who we met also in middle school is the guy, two guys down from me, and we didn't even know like at the time that it was gonna be like it is, you know?
Yeah, that's
Ladies
crazy.
and gentlemen, we got motherfucking Ralph in the building.
Ralph in the fucking building.
Yes,
Make
sir.
some noise.
Yes, sir.
All right, so I got to know your secret, man. How'd you get so fit?
Okay, so
That's
one.
all God.
Nah, bro. So
And Heidi, do us a favor and throw up a picture of how me and Ralph used to look.
no,
Throw up the picture,
Throw
Heidi.
up the picture of it was us with what was his Eric's stepson or his son,
Oh,
right?
okay, yeah, his son, not Andrew, fuck. Daniel.
Daniel.
We had a picture, we were about to go to the movies.
Yeah, you
Yeah?
posted the other
Oh
day.
my God, I have it.
Yeah.
I'll throw it. We got to throw that in there.
It's him when he was the fit one. When he was the fit one. And it was us two. And I actually have another picture of us. We were at my crib. We were at the movie theaters.
Mhm.
And it's when we had those deep fried, I don't know if, the deep fried Oreos.
Oh, yeah, the
Yeah.
deep fried
And
Oreo.
it's when,
Fuck.
I think it was, what t-shirt it was that your boy Daniel, the one that you and your dad used to rap with.
The big guy.
Yeah,
the big guy. The
yeah.
Daniel Diesel from.
I had a shirt. It was called Heavyweight or something. I don't know what it was
Some
called, but-
shit. Some shit.
So I was trying to, because I moved out, since I was trying to yesterday, I didn't get a chance to go home. My parents weren't home, but I have two of your original tapes. So I have the tape that you gave out at PSA,
That was
the one that has the Fat Boy swag. This is the Fat Boy swag cover.
Golly.
I think it's like 2 songs on there. I think
Yeah,
it's
two or three songs. I remember that.
And then I have
And I was
the other
handing
one.
them out.
Yeah,
I was handing them out at, I believe, was it PSA?
Yeah,
I think
PSA.
I was handing them out. I was
PSA,
like,
yeah.
dude, I'd walk in there like the gay ass uniform that we used to wear, the baby blue uniform.
Yeah.
God, bro. Do you
Look
guys
like-
remember that? The baby blue uniform? Eli,
Shout
do
out
you-
to everybody that went to PSA.
Shout out to everybody who went to
during that
PSA because I still have a few people who are really dope. But man, it was those were the dog days. But yeah, bro, holy shit, I can't believe you still have those tapes.
Yeah, I
that's
have
nuts.
the shirts. I have the hats. Like the other day like a couple months ago when I was moving everything out, I was like putting shit away so I can like give it to the Goodwill or whatever.
Holy
And
shit.
then my sister was telling me, she's like, "You want these to go too?" I was like, "Nah, what the fuck? Give me that shirt, girl. I was like, when he makes it big, I was like, that shit gonna be worth millions.
That's
That shit
that's
gonna be worth
gold right
millions.
there, bro. It's gold right there. Especially when this podcast does what it does, it's gonna be super duper
Oh,
dope.
yeah.
But yeah, I mean, we have to know, bro. When did it start to happen?
So the transformation was like in high school. So I mean, Naturally, I'm just a lean, skinny guy. But my problem is I love eating. That's the fucking problem. I love eating. So,
Well, your dad was a taco man.
Yeah, and that's one thing too. So,
God damn.
and, yeah, fire tacos. Don't forget
Fire
that.
ass tacos.
So it was because I wanted to go to the Marine Corps. So I remember like everybody knew I was like because I had the high fade. You know,
yeah, the high fade.
I always
yep.
like the military clothes, and I was tired of people talking shit like, "Oh, bro, like how the fuck you gonna be a Marine? You can't run." Or like, "How the fuck you gonna do this when you fat as fuck?" So me being 5'7", like 230 pounds, like
He knows
freshman
the
year of high
exact.
school.
We knows the exact weight too on the
So I
motherfucker.
took pictures, and I was like, you know what? Nah, fuck that. I'm gonna get on my shit. So little by little, I was losing weight. I started running a lot, and then I got to like 200, and it was my junior year going to my senior year, and I was like 200, and then my boy Caesar, we were gonna go to the Marine Corps together. When we ended up going, but I ended up shipping out before him. And I remember we would go to the little like classes they have out there at the recruiting office, like Tuesdays and Thursdays, and we would run. And it just got me to do more. So I started losing a lot more weight. By the time I know it, in like 6 months, I was already like at 160, 170.
Dude, that's fucking dope.
But like I was really like body dysmorphia was fucking real because I was starving myself. I'd only eat like 1 time a day.
Holy, that's not healthy, bro.
I would fast for like 20 hours
a
a day. And I remember like during the summers, I would play COD, wake up, play COD, knockout, and then I started eating at 2 p.m. And then if I took a nap between that time and I woke up at 6 p.m. because I would only eat from 2 to 6, and I woke up at 6 p.m. and I was still hungry, I just had to wait till 2 o'clock the next day to fucking eat. Because I was so strict on like me like trying to lose fucking weight.
What does that do to somebody's psyche though? Because I've heard like,
hey, dude, it fucks with you. Like
that's what I've heard.
I was looking at pictures and I'm like, dude, like I was skinnier then, like leaner then than I am now.
Yeah, because you're a built motherfucker right
It's like in your state of mind, like that you're in. Like it's fucking, it fucks with your head. Like I was looking at pictures of like a year ago. I'm like, dude, a year ago I felt fat. And now I feel like I'm fatter now because it's just like I felt like I was leaner back then. But after a certain amount of times of like people fucking no, everybody knows it's like you think that you're skinny, but you're probably buff, or you think that you're fucking fat, but you're probably buff.
Everybody has those insecurities.
No cap. I might start doing that. Like I might.
Don't faster. Don't start.
You're tempting me. Like that seems like the move.
It was the move when you're not like when you don't have like the information. Like there's the internet. There's plenty of different ways to lose it the healthier way.
The better
way.
Like
there was a time. This is when like my dad got really mad at me because I was losing a lot of weight. I woke up and when you stand up quick, sometimes you get dizzy.
Yeah, you gotta lean over.
I did this after like not eating for like 48 hours. And I fell to the floor. I started seeing stars right in front of my dad. And my dad's like, "What the fuck's wrong with you?
What's going on? Yeah, like what the hell? Yeah.
And I'm just like, I'm trying to lose weight. He's
Pops
like,
don't play either.
Yeah, he's like, get your ass down and go fucking eat. So after a while, he was like, you need to start eating more. And I remember I looked in the mirror. I started getting like really yellow because I was fucking, I was malnourished. I'm not eating.
Yeah.
And when I would eat, it wasn't like a fucking serious meal. It'd be like some fucking cereal and like. I didn't know anything about protein. I didn't know anything about like all that kind of shit.
Holy shit. Okay.
So,
dude, I mean, it's a great thing to see where you were to where you are now. But again, I'm glad that you spoke on doing it the healthy way and then messing with the psyche. I could only imagine. I remember losing the weight and I felt so much better about myself, but also too, it's kind of like the stereotypes that come with it. You know what I mean? Like the type of stuff that comes with being big and then going down in weight. There are some stuff that you got to deal with too. Yeah. I mean, but it's dope, like it's a dope feeling. But again, like I'm glad that you spoke about how you felt mentally about that, because that plays a huge role in like everything you do in life.
Yeah.
The psyche will psych you out. And
it just goes to show like your mind is like the most powerful thing.
Yeah, that's the most powerful.
Mind over matter.
Mind over matter. Exactly.
There ain't no mind. There ain't no matter.
Because honestly, my biggest thing is like I want to start getting tattoos on my body, and I just feel like I'm too like kind of bloated right now.
No, it's so
like you can get tattoos wherever you want. You lie. It's better to get it like that. I'm assuming.
Yeah. But there's one thing that's better for like people to understand is that at the end of the day, do whatever the fuck makes you happy, dude. Like real shit. Like do whatever the fuck makes you happy. If you want to be like I'm 205 right now. I've gained over like 20 pounds in a year.
Jesus, you're a light heavyweight right now.
You're a light heavyweight. You're in the light heavyweight division.
Heavyweight, bro.
No, my.
So
this guy.
I was like, fuck, dude. I was like, you know what, like, bro, like, I gotta stop the drinking. I gotta stop eating seafood. And like last time, I was like, you know what, bro, fuck all that. I'm like, I'm living fucking life. I'm like, I'm eating good.
I gotta stop eating seafood.
I'm eating good. But at the end of the day, do what the fuck makes you happy. Don't go by everybody else's standards and fucking like, oh, you have to look this certain way because this is the way girls want you to look. You gotta
very true.
Because what you see when you go on Instagram is what fitness models, people
Yeah.
fucking lifting and
Yeah,
buff,
very
and
true.
people like, you know, doing shit like that. And it makes you think like, fuck, that's how I have to look to like get a certain way or to get people's attention. But
No.
at the end of the day, somebody fucks you the way they fuck with you.
Yeah, it's the personality. It's the personality.
is what's
Yeah.
gonna be.
And
Doesn't matter
Eli,
if
you got
it's-
a bright personality.
Yeah, bro. Honestly,
Yeah.
bro,
Oh yeah, bro.
dude, no, I fucking love your personality. Like, I
Bro.
love it. The coolest thing at your fucking party is
Oh
how
my God, I knew it was gonna
you
get brought
sung
up.
that song. Bro, I wanted to cry because that shit was real. That shit was no joke. That was some real ass shit.
Eli has a few songs in the stash, but yeah, his personality is amazing.
My most magical moments are at David's birthday parties. Like the 18th birthday party.
Oh
that
my
was-
God, do you remember that, bro?
Man,
That was a
what
crazy
got
one.
shut down?
That got
He
that got shut
There
down.
was like 8
You were
cops pulled
security,
up.
yeah, you were
It
security.
was, who was it? Me and who else was? I think it was Jules.
Was it Julian who was security? Who was security?
No, it
at
was
that
you and
party?
Isaac.
Was it me? No, because Isaac was enjoying the party. But I remember people bringing fucking big ass Nos tanks.
Oh
Oh
my
my
gosh,
God,
yo.
Man, bro, I was like, what kind of party
At
is
this
this? People in the
point-
back fucking smoking and shit.
Dude, it was fucking lit. There was about what, 150? About 150
It
people?
was a
there?
lot of fucking people.
There was a
bro.
lot of
Like,
heads
It was
there.
a lot of people.
And it got to the point where it like I had to ask people to like, yo, you guys gotta turn it down so that the cops fuck you. I'm like, all right.
Because the
you
party
know
was
what?
over within what, 2 hours?
It was like 2 hours, yeah.
it was 2
And
Honestly,
because I told them,
If you would have charged at the door, dog, you would have made so
man,
much
but that's
more
why
money.
everybody came, because it was free. Everybody came because when they see free 99, but I did charge for
And that's
liquor.
like during the time like San Bernardino was like popping with like
Popping
you know,
with
like
parties.
because it's right there by the college.
Yeah.
you
It
know?
was right there by the
it was
college.
cool.
Oh my God, that's so fucking.
That house, bro. That house has so many memories. That house and the house that you guys were living off of over there.
23rd.
Not that one. Not the first. Not, the first
Lincoln,
house.
not the Lincoln house.
Not that one. The one that you guys moved in before that one. It was with. It was.
Ooh, I'm trying to remember.
Alameda?
Was it the Alameda?
It was
house?
going off of like Waterman over there.
Ooh, I want to say that was.
It was by the wash. It was like we can walk to the wash.
Alameda. It was
Remember we used to walk to
Alameda.
the wash?
It was Alameda. Yeah, that one. I've met a few of my homies over there, but yeah, it's because we used to. That's where we lived at when we went to PSA.
Yeah.
Yeah, so then we would just be like, yo, let's fucking. Speaking about PSA, bro, it's such a huge, like we spoke about transformation, bro. What I really respect about you, a lot of times, a lot of people aren't gonna give people credit. You did have that goal of like doing what you're doing now at a very young age. Like you took it very serious back at PSA. Because I remember you were a platoon leader, whatever. You were checking
some gay shit like that. Some gay shit like that.
you were
Squad
checking the
leader.
uniforms, bro. And I gotta commend you on what we both have in common is you seen something and you relentlessly went after it.
Yeah.
Like that, I gotta give nothing but mad respect. Back when it was PSA, you were like that. So I was like, when I seen you do what you're doing, and obviously your profession, and we'll speak about that, but when I seen you go off and like become a man, I was like, man, this is super dope. Like, you know what I mean? It was such like a family moment. I was super duper happy. I think I was at your going away party.
Yeah, I think you did. You did come.
I think I
Yeah,
pulled
no,
up.
It was that was when I came back. That
Oh,
was
that
my
when you
birthday
came back?
party. Yeah, that was my birthday
Holy
party.
shit, that was crazy
Yeah,
too,
because
bro.
you guys pulled up and I was like gone already. I
You
was
were
dead.
already,
Yeah.
and the level of gone is like,
That's just next level type
yeah,
shit
that's
right
next
there.
level. That's next level
real
stuff.
quick though, I remember like one thing that's always in my head because I always come over there. Where rest in peace, your father.
Yeah, hell yeah,
where your father's buried at. I always drive by there when I go to the juvenile center to drop off the juveniles.
Yeah.
And one thing that's always in my head and it hits me hard is that your dad never got to see me become a Marine. And
Yeah,
he
I
even said all
know.
the time, he said just make sure that when you go out there, you just come back safe. I remember that's like,
Dude, yeah, no.
Your dad, man, your dad.
No,
Good
seriously, that's super duper dope that you mentioned that, because a lot of people speak about him as such a great like.
Yeah, your dad was a great person.
No,
Your dad
honestly, he was
really great person.
He was an awesome guy, and I'm super duper happy that. And even though he might not get to see you do it physically, like spiritually, man, he was there like every step of the way. That's what I've had to learn, and like as a man, that's what I've had to kind of accept and stuff like that. But yeah, I mean, you spoke about it a little bit. You're a cop?
I'm a custody officer.
Okay.
So real quick backstory. So I would have been a deputy up in Victorville already because that was my plan. Was to patrol Victorville.
Yeah.
So I was in the process with San Bernardino County Sheriff's Department, and I basically was going home. Just left the headquarters for my polygraph. Hey, you passed your polygraph. Next thing I had to do was like my psych, my medical evaluation, and then my chief interview, and a couple other more things. So as I'm going, by the way, I still have that album.
Oh, that's
And-
the album. That's the album. Yeah,
So,
that's the album right
but I
there.
had the
Prince
older one
Charming.
too. But I was going
Jesus Christ, Prince Charming.
home, and this car cuts me off, and I got fucking pissed off. At the time, I'm a Lexus.
Oh shit.
So I speed up and but he got off on the freeway, and I see this Impala like on my ass riding me, riding my ass. Long story short, I looked at the plates, regular California plates. I was like, bro, this car is old, 2008 white Impala.
Yeah.
So I take off on him. Boom, take off on him. All right, get my distance. Keep in mind, I'm not trying to run from this guy. I'm just trying to get my distance. That way he knows, hey, bro, if you're road raging, like get the fuck off on my ass. You're not gonna catch me. Like, you're not gonna catch me. Long story short, this chase goes for like 10 minutes. I get off on the freeway.
10 minutes?
Yeah, I get off on the freeway and I look in the rearview mirror and I see dirt flying on the shoulder lane. This guy's like dedicated to get me. So at this point, I'm like, okay, this guy's a fucking problem. So now I'm mad.
Yeah,
So now
so
I'm mad.
both
So
you guys.
I pull in the gas station and like I'm in my head, I'm like, okay, I'm about to fight this dude.
Yeah, it's about to
So
go
I
down.
exit. My windows are down. I go exit the car, and fucking this guy in a uniform, well, not a uniform, in the suit comes out. He's a detective with his fucking gun drawn. He's like, put your fucking hands on the steering wheel. And I start laughing, dude. I start laughing because I'm like, dude, there's no fucking way that my luck just this fucking happened.
My God.
So I know what I did wrong. I did two things very illegal wrong, right? And I'm not gonna disclose it because I don't know if my department's gonna watch
Hey,
this.
you know what?
Oh,
That's a smart man. Don't disclose that. That's a smart man.
Long story short, I got hooked with a misdemeanor. They didn't arrest me because he was a detective for the department that I was gonna apply for. So they let me off with a slap on the, not really slap on the wrist because it really fucked my process over. So I got kicked out the process. I got my car impounded for 30 days. Got a misdemeanor. And I took it to court. Basically, what helped me in favor was when that happened, 2 weeks later, the whole country shut down because of COVID. So my court case got pushed back to back to back to back.
A little light shined on a bad situation there.
Finally, in October, this past October, went to court, beat the case, and I cried like a bitch because
He beat the case, motherfucker. Hey,
because
beat
all
the
this
case.
time, bro, like I was innocent. Like I was
Yeah,
innocent.
yeah,
He didn't have
yeah.
lights and sirens. He had you're really not supposed to go in pursuits in unmarked vehicles for that same reason. Because how the fuck am I supposed to know?
Yeah,
You know,
that's how you're supposed to know that.
So I was really
that.
scared because I thought I was gonna lose my job. Not only that, get killed in the Marine Corps, and everybody in my department, you guys know me too. I'm fucking good. I try to follow the book.
No,
but-
you're very to the
Yeah,
book, bro.
so-
Very to the book.
I was like, fuck, dude, like, the one time like ever in my life, So I didn't tell my parents. I told my sister's boyfriend, like, hey, I'm gonna need to move in because I'm about to get kicked the fuck out the house. But long story short, my parents backed me up. They rode me with me.
You know what?
the
That's
whole way.
good. That's good.
So,
That's you know what? And your parents, bro. They're
Yeah.
great people, and they already
so
know.
you know how they are. So I'm thinking like, dude, I'm gonna get my ass beat. Like I got my ass beat in a while. But it didn't happen. My mom, she helped me out. My dad, I was really concerned if anything. But at the same time, my dad always tells me the littlest things that you can do in life can fucking change your life in an instant.
Yeah.
And it sure did. And it was an eye opener. But at the same time, though, it's like it kind of like helped me like slow down my ways, like of me like being stupid, being like cocky,
Being a little more reckless,
yeah,
being
not
a little
me
less
understanding,
reckless.
Like I'm not fucking invincible.
Yeah.
So,
understanding like what comes with what you have, the power that you have.
Exactly.
Yeah, no, that's super dope.
And me knowing a lot of people, I would have thought I would have got out of it, but I was so deep. The situation was so bad. It was like nobody that I knew that I can do to be like, all right, we can like kind of like get it out the way. But it happens. You fucking live and you learn. You learn lessons.
No, dead ass.
So
Man, that's a crazy story. I know you have a few crazy stories. What is something that you can tell us that has happened off of what you do? Because obviously you're a correctional officer,
Right.
obviously, so you probably deal with a lot of
yeah, so
a lot of
the two
crazy
departments
shit.
that I worked for. So obviously I worked for this city, and then now I work for another city.
Mm.
So this other city that I'm working at, I don't really see as much action as I did here in this city. Only for the fact
city's
that
crazy, that's why.
only for the fact that it's more like higher end. So like I don't have to deal with like higher most things I ever deal with now is just methamphetamine. People possession of paraphernalia, methamphetamine.
Holy
Or-
shit, that's so crazy.
Maybe one thing that I do see a lot here is child pornography or shit like that.
Pornography?
Yeah.
Damn.
It's some crazy shit,
Dude, sidetrack. I just seen something with my girl. Shout out to my girl. She showed me like the Dan Schneider thing that has been going on.
Oh,
for
yeah.
years.
Oh, about
No,
him like
no.
having like a foot
Well,
fetish
dude,
or
I
something
didn't
like
even
that?
know that
if
until
you think that shit's weird, bro, the shit that I see and I read on weekly basis is fucking disgusting. Like I don't even know if I can say shit like this.
Hey.
But like, let's just say, for example, like I'll be reading something and like how fucking detailed it is of like the people, like the children that are there, 13 years of age or like younger, and
Jesus
boys too.
Christ,
yeah,
bro.
Like that shit's fucking sickening. And like people always ask me like, oh bro, I wouldn't be able to do that. Like I'll probably beat somebody's ass on site. I'm like, at the same time though, it's like, look, this is what I think. You know, when I first started working here in the city,
Mhm.
my because I was a Marine, I thought I was fucking hot shit. You know, I fucking worked from the police department. I'm gonna beat everybody's ass. You gotta understand, like it's
I'm
not.
gonna get drunk and whoop
So
somebody's
yeah,
ass,
it's
man.
not like that. Like one thing that I like when my person that was training me at the time was like, look, if you come in here with that attitude, like you're gonna make a lot of enemies and you're gonna get your ass fucking beat. So I learned how to be more humble and understand, like, and he's like, look, you're not God and you're not the judge. He's like, they'll get their judgment. He's like, so if anything, he's like, you just treat them like everybody else. Because at the same time, like, remember, my brother just got out of jail.
Oh, okay. I was,
jail for, like,
yeah,
16 years, you know?
dude. Yeah, I was totally gonna ask.
So that's one thing too, but he wasn't in jail for no fucking child pornography.
No,
so,
that's
like,
the thing.
you know,
Yeah.
so the thing is though, is that now that I run into people who do crimes like burglaries, fucking any other shit, like GTA, anybody I take to jail, I treat them with the utmost respect, because at the same time, I hope that the person took my brother to jail or whoever's transporting my brother currently, wherever he's going from prison to prison.
Yeah.
I just want to make sure he's in good hands.
Yeah, he's
So I
getting the same.
kind of do it for
at
like
least some
good
respect.
karma.
Yeah,
you know?
yeah,
Good karma,
some.
like
that's
there's
nuts.
times where like it was like a year ago, there was this homeless man. He's an asshole. Like I still run into him here and there.
I deal with some homeless men as well. as a
And it
cashier.
was Christmas and it was raining, dude. I had to take him to the hospital. So I was with them all fucking night Christmas.
Your entire Christmas.
My entire Christmas I was with them all
Holy
night.
shit,
And I was hungry. So we leave the hospital like at 2 a.m. And I felt bad. This guy's soaking wet in clothes. Like this guy's having a bad night. He's in the fucking hospital. Now I'm taking him to the fucking jail on Christmas fucking night. I'm hungry. He's starving. So I was like, you know what? I'm just doing a favor, bro. I pulled up to In-N-Out. It was like, what, 1:30 in the morning?
Yeah.
Pulled up to In-N-Out. Fucking got him a whole ass food. Like, he was still being an asshole. Like, he didn't give a fuck that I was doing
But
my
it's
favors.
Christmas.
But at the same time, it's Christmas, bro.
Yeah,
you
that's
know.
the thing. Time of giving, like, you know what I mean. You pretty much.
I like being very like giving. Like I'm like people like you guys know you guys know
yeah,
me.
yeah,
But
yeah,
everybody
for
else
sure.
that sees me like across like social media, or like they get this feeling like I'm an asshole, like I'm cocky. But like in reality, like, and I don't really like to boast myself. I let other people fucking do it.
Yeah.
But me, like anything that I fucking have, like if I have a jug of water and I see somebody at the corner and like the jug of water is like half empty, I'm like, brother, I don't got no cash on me unless you have some Zelle. I fucking sell you some money. But I was like, you can take this water. And or like recently, since I'm always at the hospital with these people that I take to jail, the AMR guys, the EMTs, they have those like emergency blankets, you know, like those wool ones.
Yeah, the warm ones.
So I was like, hey, bro, give me like 10 of them. And every like here and there, like if I see somebody cold as fuck, I'll just throw it out of my hair.
And you know what's crazy right now, Ralph, and the state of the, you know, and I'm not gonna go too deep into it, but you guys do have a very bad, you guys have a bad reputation going for you right now.
Yeah.
And it's just it's a crazy time to do what you're doing right now. But I've always said I always have respect for officers, because they do very important things daily. I mean, daily. Some things, like you just talked about, you know, some things are seen and some things aren't, you know?
Right.
So the perception that you're going to get, obviously, right now in this time of age is not a good one. But I've always spoke highly, like, of you, bro. And I always speak highly of,
Appreciate
you know,
it.
I have dealt with, like, some asshole cops. Don't get me wrong.
No, of course.
Like, we all have.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, we all have dealt with some asshole cops, but like I know that there's good ones out there. I know that there's bad ones, but I always have respect. You know, like the respect thing for me is always high for what you do.
Right.
It's always been like that, just because that's how, like, I know for sure that's how Eli was raised. Yeah.
Yeah.
Isaac, we've all kind of been raised to show respect like that. That's nuts though, man. I mean, it's you know what they say, what you do in the dark will always get light.
Right.
You know?
Yeah, indeed it will.
Yeah. And what you do, like, I know sometimes you don't get enough credit for it, but man, I just want to, that's a huge.
No, I appreciate it.
Yeah,
And you
that's
gotta understand
huge.
too, like one thing about like the job too, and you know, and God willing, if I become an officer, sworn
Dude,
officer,
it's gonna
like,
happen. It's gonna happen.
It's gonna
It
happen,
ain't
bro.
God willing.
I
It's
don't
when.
do it like I don't do things for favors, bro. I don't do
Yeah.
things like for like, oh, like I think what's corny is when you see people like on social media recording their good deeds, you know?
Oh
Like,
yeah.
bro, like I've never, ever, like once ever did that shit. Like,
Yeah.
I understand if you're doing it for like a fundraiser and you're trying to like,
Right.
you know, you're trying to promote something, but if you're doing it to like, you know, hey people, I'm a good person, look what I'm doing. But like the same time, like by me bringing that up, it's like the fact that like what I do, you know, it's your job, you know, it's your job as a law enforcement officer to, you know, to protect and serve your community. That's what you're doing,
Yeah.
you know. And the same for me, I feel like I had like this calling. You know, I went to the Marine Corps, even though I'm a reservist. I'm still willing, you know, if you know God forbid when the time comes that I have to leave, you know, I'm willing to put like, you know, my life on the line for, you know, whatever the reason is. If it's not a good reason, a bad reason, at the end of the day, I'm there for the people to let them ride on me. You know, I'm there to make sure that they get to go home at least with their family. And same thing, you know, with the police department. You know, if I can't protect the whole world, then I have to. If I can't protect, you know, the United States, then I protect the people.
So how do people get like caught up with the child pornography? Like,
So
I'm just intrigued.
there's teams, right? Like there's teams within any department that deal with internet stuff. So there's the way that I've always seen them get caught is like when I read it, it's they use Dropbox. They use Dropbox.
Dropbox.
So they use.
Oh, man.
So what they'll do is
Dropbox,
they'll use
fuck.
Dropbox to like share things to the people.
Mhm.
And when you Dropbox something, like, dude, everything that you share in this world, like it's someone's seen it before you. Like, let's say if I send this motherfucker Snapchat,
Right.
someone's seen it before, like he saw it. So you gotta understand, like your shit's not safe. Your shit's not disclosed.
Yeah.
So all your little IG thoughts out there fucking sending some shit. Like your shit is not safe. Or it's like sometimes the link's a little obvious, like 8-year-old boy gets fucked by man. Like it's literally that fucking graphic. Like
Yeah, it
damn.
just gets bad. It just gets
it's
bad.
straight to the fucking point.
Yeah, that is so fucking. That's nuts.
So
that is
people,
so bizarre.
and
Man.
at the same time, man, it's crazy because I'm just like, I asked them, like, I'm like, dude, like, what's, like, how do
What
you
is
like,
this?
like,
Yeah.
how do you get off to that? Like, do you not understand? Like, I was like, do you have like an uncle, like,
A
do you have
brother?
like a
Do you have a
niece,
brother? Yeah, do you
sister,
have a
That's
brother, a
like
little
some-
brother?
Oh yeah, I do. I was like, well, how would you feel? You know,
That's
their
how,
age?
yeah, like
Exactly.
that. I couldn't even
Exactly.
Well, I'd
imagine.
be mad. I was like, so why the fuck do you watch it? And they just sit there stupid, like, oh, I don't know. I don't fucking know. Like, they're fucking weirdos.
And I think some of that has to do. Well, I'm not for sure, never like, but I know people out there who are like, it's the excitement of like, okay, because people are telling me not to watch it, the excitement of.
Yeah.
Because they're saying not to, they're like, oh my
If you
god.
think like that, you got a fucked up mindset. I'm just like,
No,
right
no,
now,
no,
like,
but
if
that's seriously,
if
though,
you
I
get
think for some
adrenaline rush
people's
from
minds.
watching kids getting fucking raped, you got some fucking issues.
Yeah,
But no,
no,
I
dead ass,
understand
dead
that, like,
ass.
the people do it because it's like that.
They're like, oh my
I
god,
don't know.
this is so weird, and I'm so curious because it's that weird. I know some people who are like that. Like, yeah.
People have that fucking.
I mean, some of the not anything like that, but I mean, I've seen people jump off a building that I don't want, and then like the cartel videos.
Oh yeah.
Oh,
I
shit.
hate that. I hate those videos. Bro,
Yeah, I
but
know
it's
some
like,
adrenaline junkies, adrenaline junkie people who like
see what
do
I'm-
shit for the fucking
See what I'm
hype.
saying? Like,
But that's
God
different
damn.
though, bro. Like, there's something wrong in your fucking head if you have to watch it.
Yeah, no, for sure. I totally agree. That is fucking crazy.
That's fucking. I think the craziest thing I seen was like a guy getting ran over by a tank, and it was
Oh, I've
just
seen that one.
fucking crazy.
Fuck no. The craziest thing I seen was that cartel guy getting his head chopped off. But man, Ralph, it has been fucking amazing. You know, like this has been great, bro. I'm super duper happy, super duper blessed to see you. And man, like this had to happen. I'm
No,
so
of
glad
course,
it did.
man. Thank
I'm
you guys
so
for
glad
having
it
me
did.
on. I was hitting like, David, motherfucker, put me on, bro. Like, put me on that motherfucking podcast. I'm trying to
He said,
put
"Put
me
me
on
on,
that
bro."
podcast, but of
you
course.
were like on top of the list too. Like we were like,
Don't
oh, for
fucking
sure
lie.
we got to get
No,
Ralph
but
on it.
that's not a lie, bro.
That's
That
not a
was
lie.
like right on
Appreciate
top.
that, bro.
No, thank you, Ralph, for
No,
coming.
of
I
course,
appreciate
Thank you,
it.
fam.
Appreciate it,
Thank
man.
you, thank you.
Fucking, I appreciate all this. So it's the video. That's it.
And we're closing out now. So this video is proudly sponsored by ID and Cam.
ID and Cam. Thank you guys.
Thank you. Peace.
Peace.